Okay, today we are going to show you how to do proper clipper care. It's a very important tool in the clinic. The first thing you're going to need is your actual clipper and the things that go along with it. Those can be found in the clinic. They are in the bottom cabinet and the middle cupboard, which there's 5 cupboards, so if you go in the third one from either direction, you're going to find it. In there on the top shelf, you're going to have the clippers, spare blades, the brush. On the bottom shelf, that is where you're going to find things like your coolant or your oil.
Or your brush.
Or your brush. So now Penny is going to demonstrate how to take the blade off so that we can get that all nice and brushed out and clean.
Right. There is also 2 different size blades. It's the 40 blade and the 10 blade. The 40 blade is for the surgical prep. The 10 blade is for large animal. And if you are shaving, you want to have 2 fingers on top, 1 underneath, and you do 1 length of the blade, and then to trim on the one side you use this edge, and to clip on the other side you use this edge, and that will give you a perfect shave. You want to hold it flat to the skin so that you don't, make sure that you get all the fur off. If you're doing a larger area and you feel that your blade is getting too hot, use the coolant, spray it off, or have an extra blade and just replace the blade and switch them out that way.
The coolant sprays, they can work really good. There's different brands, different kinds. You just spray them on the back to cool the blade off. The problem with them is that now we are introducing chemicals and whatnot into our surgical site, so it is fairly easy just to switch out the blade altogether.
And then a lot of them, 1 click is half speed, all the way is full, and you want it on the full speed. To take off the blade, you push this black button here, kind of in an upward position, and you flip the blade back like that, and then it just comes off. And then, what you want to do is push part of the blade carefully, halfway, without hurting yourself, and clean it off with your brush on both sides. Do the same thing on the other side. And then clean this off also in case there's hair. Then you take your oil and you just take a dot. There's a groove that you put it in, and you put 1 dot on the one side and push it over carefully. Put a dot on the other side.
You want to make sure you don't push that blade too far or it's going to go flying out the other end and you have to take the entire thing apart.
You want to make sure everything is lined up so that the blade underneath is not over the top of your outside.
Which is actually also the way that you were to replace that blade, is that there is a screw right here in the front, and you can take those out and you can take the blade out, replace it with a new one. But as Penny had just stated, you want to make sure that one does not exceed the other one, or you will cut your patient's skin as you go to clip them.
And then set your blade back on. It's going to be an edge on the clasp right here. And you shake it and make sure it's on, which it is. And you turn it on. And make sure that you need to have it on and push your blade all the way on in there, and that's how it works. Then, to wrap up the cord,
Keeping the cord neat and orderly fashion is very important. So what you're going to do then is start here on the clipper end and kind of do like a figure, not a figure 8 like you're winding them, but like a figure 8 like you would do an extension cord at your home. And just kind of keep going back and forth. The cords are pretty long, so try to keep them as evenly as humanly possible. And then you're going to take the remaining cord, wrap it around a few times, nice and evenly. And then go through the loops so that it almost like ties upon itself. And then it's all nice and neat for you. And then when you put it away, you're going to always make sure that the clipper side is facing out so that when I go to get my clipper for my patient, all I have to do is grab the clipper and we're ready to go.
Oh my God, are we in